The video he tried to ban, back by popular demand. I fucking called it, didn't I? I said that video probably wouldn't be on my channel for very long. And what do you know? Less than 24 hours after it's been uploaded, it's gone, flagged off YouTube, and I get a strike on my account saying that I've violated the community guidelines. Now, I fail to see how that fucking video violated the community guidelines, and YouTube obviously will not divulge what exactly the violation was. More proof really to the conclusion that YouTube doesn't actually fucking review any videos that get flagged up. Hell, they've got fucking footage of Saddam Hussein being executed from back in 2006, and somehow that's appropriate for the website, but calling a guy a fucking liar and pointing out how he abuses the system on a couple of websites is not. So either Chris or one of his followers has flagged it and got it removed. It's not gone from YouTube, it has actually been mirrored, and you can watch it while it's been mirrored. Just for anyone who has mirrored it, if you're worried about getting a strike against your account from Gorilla199, please feel free, go ahead and delete it. Because it's not staying gone from the internet. I am uploading it to DramaTube. I'm opening an account with free speech videos and Vimeo, and it's going up there, and it's going up on Dailymotion. And I will link it in every one of my fucking videos. Before I do, I want to clarify now, Gorilla199 doesn't appear to have broken any of the rules on Blog TV. It has now been confirmed to me. Blog TV moderators, after a couple of days of review, have gotten back to me and finally said, okay, while we disagree with the idea of somebody using a Blog TV account as like a pay-per-view TV channel, it doesn't violate our terms of service. Therefore, we are allowing it to go ahead. So, Gorilla199's seminar went ahead as planned, I think, and he's allowed to keep doing this on Blog TV. Now, why am I going to re-upload this video when Gorilla199 has not violated the system on Blog TV? Well, the message still stands. Gorilla199 abuses the system on YouTube, he's a coward, and he's a bully. And Gorilla199 needs to learn a lesson. I mean, I fucking despise quite a few of the advocates, well, the so-called advocates of free speech here on YouTube, because it's free speech when it suits them or it's helping them out some way. I'll give you an example. VenomFangX. Now, I was all for VenomFangX having his channel shut down. He'd abused the system more than once too often and deserved to have his account taken away and his privileges taken away here on YouTube. However, when in Mendham, another person who abuses the DMCA system was flagged off YouTube, a campaign was led by ZOMG as Chris to bring him back. Now, my first response was, good fucking riddance. And Mendham has abused the DMCA system, and quite frankly, I actually think he was legitimately flagged the first time when he was suspended and ZOMG Chris made the appeal. Because what happened back then, Soup Excellency and Naomi Knight travelled to Mendham, New Jersey, did a real estate video, and fucking filmed in Mendham's house. They stalked the guy. And Mendham obviously reported it to YouTube, which was the right thing to do, but he then kind of put his foot in it when he made a video calling the guy a Jew-Mexican, and then made another video where trying to speak a little Spanish by adding O at the end of just about every single word. That would be as ridiculous, well, that would be as offensive as if I got into an argument with an Arabic person here on YouTube. I made one video calling him a towelhead, and then made another video where I tried to speak Arabic and said Durka Durka all the time. That would be inappropriate, and people would quite rightly have flagged me off of YouTube, and I would deserve it. So why there was a campaign for Amendment to be brought back, I'll never know. And quite frankly, I think I'm actually in full support of Straight Dope. I hope Amendment loses his lawsuit. I hope Straight Dope has countersued, and Amendment is going to fucking lose in court. But we'll get onto that for another day. Gorilla199 though abuses the system here on YouTube. We've known it for a long time. We've reported it to YouTube, but YouTube won't listen. So, what can we do? Well, while we work on that, I'm going back to business as usual. Gorilla199 made a little video where he partially addressed me. He didn't name me. Same way he didn't name a couple of the other people in the video. So, it's about time we got back to business and just made fun of this dickwad and his bullshit arguments. Let's get started. Oh yeah, you know how lame it's going to be with a title like that.
I think the time has come for people to take a legal view concerning internet stalking, and I think I found an angle from which to approach that.
Yeah, he's going to contact YouTube and say, they're picking on me, they're calling me a retard, and because my arguments are stupid and I'm a 20 sock against the flag, they're picking on me.
Wherein which you guys can all participate and write to your government and demand that something is actually done about it.
Right, like the government doesn't have more than enough to do without having to stick up for crackpots like you who get royally owned in internet debate.
In the UK, for instance, there's two aspects here. In the UK, for instance, it is illegal to cause fear.
Let me guess, it scared you shitless, the idea that we might actually have gotten you kicked off Blog TV, and you might not have seen a fucking penny for that online seminar.
So if someone is trying to scare you, right, you can go to the police. However, when it comes to internet stalking, there seems to be some kind of a loophole involved there.
Yeah, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, Gorilla199's idea of internet stalking is anyone who disagrees with them and regularly posts videos or comments stating that.
Where nothing is done except under certain circumstances. However, something else has turned up which can be added to this now, and I think people can actually now start lobbying their governments about this and doing something about it. And that is the medical, scientific, you know I hate that word.
Yeah, he hates that word as much as he hates the words BBC News, Chris Constantine, DVD piracy.
Proven fact that stress kills.
That's why I recommend you take off the tinfoil helmet, get it out of your head that the NWO is trying to steal your thoughts, and get some sleep. Maybe you'll wake up feeling a bit less paranoid. Maybe you'll wake up a little bit smarter because your brain has a chance to function properly due to a good night's sleep. And who knows, maybe those bags under your eyes will start to fade so it doesn't look like you've got a pair of balls growing there.
Now you must have seen adverts about stress, etc., with people getting heart attacks and so on and so forth because of stress. Now when people deliberately set out to cause stress...
Yeah, I deliberately set out to cause Gorilla199 to have a heart attack or a mental breakdown by pointing out that he abuses the system on YouTube, and I believe he abuses the system on Blog TV, and it was time for a bit of payback. Man, am I just evil or what?
And fear, I think that we've reached the point where if we can prove that that is the case, that the law will need to be changed.
So Chris would like to get the law changed so that anyone who makes fun of him, such as myself, or that points out that he's a convicted criminal, a liar, a scumbag, a flag abuser, he thinks that if he bawls loudly enough to the police that we should be prosecuted and hung from the highest tree. I'd like to see you try, Chris.